Greetings, royal family. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie. I'm just trying to make sure that my sound is correct. I think it's a little bit off. If you are in the chat, let me know if you can hear me. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Happy Friday, everybody. Okay. Hey, Ray. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the sound is good. I'm using a different microphone, so all right, perfect. So yeah, I'm using a different microphone. So thank you for that. I appreciate. You see how people help each other out. I love it. I love it. Welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you ready for this weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend, y'all. Do you guys care? You guys care about it being Super Bowl weekend? Yeah, the Super Bowl is going to be in Miami, Florida this year. So they're going to who's going to the Super Bowl? The Kansas City Chiefs, right? And the 49ers? Yeah. So they're headed to the Super Bowl. They're going to be at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens in Miami, Florida. So that should be interesting. I was curious ever since that situation uh with Jay-Z and him linking up with the NFL. Everybody was like outraged for a short period of time. I was curious to find out who's going to be performing at the halftime show. So it is being said that Shakira and J-Lo, they're going to be performing at the halftime show. So that I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch. To be honest with you, I don't. I could care less about football. I don't really care. Basketball is my sport. I like basketball, so I will definitely watch basketball. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be tuning in. It's different now. Like everything is so political. It's like I don't even want to be bothered. So Jennifer Lopez and Shakira. Shakira is actually going to be turning 43 the day of the Super Bowl, so it is going to be her birthday. So like I said, so she looks good for 43. I don't. Let me see if I could screen share. Oh Lord, here I go messing with this technology. Just let me see if I could put this up there. Nope. This is not even what I wanted to show. She posted yeah, here it is. See? Ooh, look at me with my technology. Okay. So she posted I'm so goofy. So she posted this flyer. This is on J Lo's Instagram. She posted this flyer of her and Shakira at the halftime show. I mean, I think Jennifer Lopez is a good performer. Singer, nah, she's not a good singer at all. I mean, she does a lot of lip syncing, but she is a good performer. So for the halftime show, that's gonna be a good look for her. Shakira, I think is a good singer. She's a good vocalist and dancer performer. So I mean, I guess this is appropriate. I mean, nothing that I would break my neck to see. I wonder if they're gonna bring out any special guests. Will Beyonce show up? Now that Jay-Z has his he has his stake in the NFL over there. So I'm curious to see who else is going to be performing at the halftime show. I don't think it's just gonna be Shakira and J Lo. But yeah, so this will be interesting to see. So that's the flyer for J Lo and Shakira. Like I said, I remember everybody was supposed to be boycotting the NFL when all that stuff happened with Kaepernick. What happened? I thought we were supposed to be boycotting NFL up in here. So that was short-lived outrage. So yeah, so this Sunday in Miami, Florida, the Super Bowl will be taking place at the Hard Rock Cafe. That's in Miami Gardens. If you are not familiar with Miami, Florida, just make sure you do your research. Okay? I don't think that this is not going to be like, this is not South Beach, so I'm pretty sure people are familiar. A lot of celebrities were making their way down to Miami, Florida. I know Nicki Minaj was in Miami the other day with her husband. Who else? DJ Khaled, Rick Ross. Well, Khaled is from Miami, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's from Florida. I don't know if he's from Miami. I think he is. Rick Ross is from Florida also. So this will be interesting. I know the parties are going to be lady lit. Everybody's going to be turning up. Miami is a party city. Hopefully, everyone will be on their best behavior and everyone will behave themselves. So we shall see. So that's Sunday. And what ticked me off about this, it's great. 49ers, yay. My brother is a 49ers fan, has been since we were younger. So if anybody asks me if I like what football team I like, I just say the 49ers, I guess. Um it's what ticked me off about this is interrupting my regularly scheduled programming. Real Housewives of Atlanta is not coming on. Power is not coming on, even though I already seen the last episode of Power, that leaked episode. I'm hoping that next week, February 9th, when Power returns, that it will be a different episode than what was leaked. I don't know, wishful thinking, but the one that I seen was whack. I did a review. I did a review recently on my channel, and I think the video was like 9 minutes. I didn't even have much to talk about. I reviewed the episode 14, which was all about Tate. Um, yeah, it was a good episode, but I didn't want to see that. We want to get to who shot Ghost and how this is all gonna go down. I do not believe that James St. Patrick is deceased. That's just my opinion. I'm hoping for a huge plot twist. But like I said, I seen the final episode. It was whack. It was predictable. I won't give any spoilers. And I'm hoping that it's a different. Courtney Kemp is smart enough to like switch it up on us and give us a completely different episode when the show returns February 9th. So because of this Super Bowl, Real Housewives of Atlanta is also not going to be coming on. That's another show that I review on my channel as well. So last week it was the Grammys. This week is going to be the Super Bowl. So my regularly scheduled programming is going to take a hit for now. It is what it is. Another show, something else that I want to touch on briefly, Growing Up Hip Hop LA. Now, do you guys watch Growing Up Hip Hop LA? Put it in the chat if you do. If you're watching the replay, comment below. I did not see the new episode. That is another show that I review weekly on my channel. I didn't see the new episode yet. After I'm done streaming, I'm gonna go watch it, take my notes, and get a video uploaded before the day is over. So today is Friday. So what does that mean? A new episode of the WTF show, the What the Friday show, which is a weekly show where I just basically compile a couple of hot topics, or things that took place in social media and in the news, and I pretty much bring it to you, lighthearted, nothing heavy. I like to have fun. We do touch on serious topics on this channel, but on Fridays I just kind of let loose. And now with this new morning show, this is a good addition to the channel. But Growing Up Hip Hop LA though, what okay, if you guys watch it, right? I seen some of the previews. If you guys watch it, like I said, comment below. Some of you have been watching my reviews faithfully, and I greatly appreciate the support. But I did see the preview for this recent episode, and Angela is talking about her abusive relationship. Now, I'm assuming that she was referring to the father of her son, her ex fiance, who is now deceased. And she didn't say a name in the preview. I guess I have to watch the episode, but she's been very vocal lately about being in an abusive relationship. Her Angela, her brother, and her sister Vanessa, they were on the Breakfast Club like a month back or so, and she was going into talking about her, yeah, like the abuse that she endured and how she felt being talked down to. I was shocked. I was really shocked. First of all, I'm shocked that Vanessa is. Let me take this off the screen because we're not even talking about this anymore. I'm shocked to see that not Vanessa, Angela is actually telling her business. Like she's actually talking about um her life. Like she seems so closed off to me. Yeah, so I don't know. Hey, you do watch my reviews? Yeah, I try to have fun. I try to have fun. But I'm really shocked because this is like the first season where we see Angela really mixing and mingling with all of the other cast members. Because before, like in earlier seasons, she seemed so far removed from everybody, right? Like she didn't want to mix and mingle with everyone. Now you see her in the last couple of episodes. You see her in every episode, every scene. I'm just like, what's going on? And of course, she does not miss an opportunity to mention Romeo's name. I'm starting to think that it is a part of her contract that she has to mention Romeo's name in every scene. We haven't seen Romeo on the season since his going away party, since his Great Gatsby party or whatever. So it's like, girl, give it a rest. Like she was literally in therapy last week. On last week's episode, she went to see her life coach. She was in a therapy session. She started talking about her son asking if his father is alive, and she got really emotional about that because she said she didn't even think that he understood what alive the word alive meant, and to associate that with his father, and she told him, no, he's no longer alive, and she got really emotional. So I was like, okay, we're gonna get some depth from Angela. Like I said that in my review, but no. The life coach asks her about her business and her love life, and of course she brings up Romeo. Even in this preview, I seen she was talking to a few of her friends. They were like in a club or a lounge or something, and she went into talking about her abusive relationship. And she said that she's in therapy, and then no out of nowhere, who could benefit from therapy? Romeo. I'm like, girl, every opportunity that you get, you bring up this man's name. And this man is currently out of the country. He hasn't been on any of the episodes since his going away party. So I don't know. I don't know what Angela, man. I try to like be sympathetic toward her. It's good to see that she is again mixing and mingling with the cast. But honey, I just why does everything have to be about Romeo? I don't know. And also, you know what? What's going on with Pep? Seriously, we need to talk, royal family. What is really going on with Pep? I don't know. She's something's not right with her this season. She really, I don't know. She just looks, I don't know what's going on with her, but she just doesn't look like or doesn't act like everything is okay. She just seems a little bit off and weird. And recently on the Breakfast Club, Tretch and Egypt, they stopped by, and they were talking about growing up hip hop. And Tretch still looks good. Ooh, he is aging so beautifully. Tretch and Egypt, they were talking. They were talking about growing up hip hop. And Pep wrote a book, and in the book, she accused. Good morning, long hair, don't care. Good morning, happy Friday, happy Friday. Welcome to the Morning Boogie Morning Show. Um, I'm talking about growing up hip hop, and I'm just posing the question like, what's going on with Pep? For those of you who are just joining, um, Tretch and Egypt, they were on the Breakfast Club, and Pep wrote a book years ago, just talking about her life in the industry and things like that. And she was married to Tretch; they are divorced. And in her book, in Pep's book, she accuses Tretch of being physically abusive toward her. And Tretch, he denies this. He adamantly denies this. And he's just like, where is the proof? We lived in a house with family. How come no one else is saying this? How come she's the only one saying this? It's like, how do I would hate to think that she's not telling the truth, but it just seems weird. It really just seems weird. And something is going on with Pep. And she just has this newfound love for Sam, which is Egypt's boyfriend, right? I don't know. We're gonna send up prayers for for Auntie Pep, and she's just like, she wants TT to leave um Sam alone. But I don't know, man. I don't really like all of that. I wish we could get some clarification. It would be nice if they get Pep on the Breakfast Club, or doing or anything on a podcast or something like that. It seems like she doesn't do much interviews these days. Her and Salt did perform on New Year's Eve. Was it the Ryan Seacrest New Year's Rockin' Eve, the New Year's Eve show? So I did get to see them performing together. Pep looked great. Salt looked she looked okay. She looked like she was doing well. It's just weird, like growing up seeing them, when they were younger, and then you seeing them age. It's just kind of weird. I mean, not saying that they look bad or anything like that, but yeah. So they did perform a couple of songs, so it was good to see them together. I guess Spinderella wasn't there. Remember that lawsuit? She had a lawsuit against them, and they're also coming out with their documentary. I reported on this on one of my What the Friday shows. Um, I think it's Lifetime. Yeah, Lifetime is going to do the biopic. So, and that's executive produced by Queen Latifah, and I think Mario Van Peebles, Salt and Pepper as well. They have executive producer credit. So hopefully it'll be good. I wonder if the biopic is going to show any kind of abuse between Tretch and Pep. I don't know. It's I'm just not feeling Pep not clarifying that. You put something in a book, for public consumption, and you're saying that this man was physically abusive to you, and he's denying it. And I don't know, maybe they just don't want to fight in front of Egypt, who it seems like they've done a good job with Egypt. Only thing is, that Sam guy, I don't really care for him at all. So I say all that to say I did not watch the new episode yet. Once this live broadcast is over, I am going to watch it and gather my notes and put up a review today. I will also have a new episode of the WTF show, the What the Friday show. Got some funny, interesting topics that I wanted to kind of bring to your attention and talk about with you guys. I appreciate the support. I really do. You guys are really liking the reviews and stuff like that. So this is something new, the morning boogie, you know. So I'm liking this so far. Today's Friday, so this is episode 3. Super Bowl is this weekend. Shakira and J-Lo, they're going to be performing. Super Bowl is going to be in Miami, Florida, not South Beach, but Miami Gardens. Trust me, there's a difference. So hopefully it will be a good, safe, and productive weekend. Miami is a party city, so everybody is going to be turning up. All right, so we got those two topics out of the way. Super Bowl is out of the way. Growing up hip hop is out of the way. Did any of you guys watch the recent episode of Growing Up Hip Hop? If so, put it in the chat. Like I said, I didn't watch it yet. All right. So me and my friends, right? We always have the most random conversations. You know what I like about my people? We can talk about politics as it pertains to the black community, racial disparities. We can talk about health and wellness, and then we can get a little bit ghetto. We can get a little bit ghetto in our conversation. You know what I mean? We could talk about reality TV, politics, everything in between. You know what I mean? So I really like my crew. We are funny. We are a bunch of characters. So the title, right? In the title, you have ghetto, hood, and ratchet. What's the difference, right? So this was me. This was me bringing this up with the squad, and because people often say, "Oh, that's ghetto, that's hood, that's ratchet. They live in the ghetto, they live in the hood. He or she is so ratchet." What is the difference? What is the difference between ghetto, hood, and ratchet? Now look, it's Friday. Okay. I done told y'all, if you guys tuned into the other 2 episodes of the Morning Boogie, this is where I cut loose and just get silly. It's the beginning of the weekend for most. So I just want to bring some lighthearted, fun commentary to you guys, right? We'll save the serious stuff for my other videos. Okay. All right. So My sister best friend, right? We've known each other literally, like, we don't even know when we met. We just always knew we knew each other. We grew up on the same block in the same neighborhood, same side of the street, 3 or 4 houses down. I call her Byron. Okay, that's not her name. I always use fictitious names on here. So Byron and I were talking last night, and this conversation came up, and we were laughing. We went from talking about conspiracy theories to recent events, in that's been happening socially. And then I don't even remember like how I really got on this topic. So this, this is a hot mess. So I said, Byron, hey, what is the difference between, like, what would you say is the difference between ghetto, hood, and ratchet? Like, we grew up in the 90s. Like, I'm an 80s baby, right? So ratchet is a fairly new term. We always heard ghetto and hood growing up, right? So I said to her, what would you consider ghetto? Byron goes, ghetto is eating off of paper plates at a backyard wedding ceremony. Do you agree? Is that ghetto? I said, that's ghetto? The fact that the fact that the wedding ceremony is in the backyard, that's not necessarily ghetto, but you're serving your guests food and they're eating off of paper plates, and this is supposed to be a wedding. So Byron says that that's ghetto. All right. Now, hood, same scenario, same backyard wedding. Hood would be, instead of having chairs set up at the backyard wedding, you have crates. Crates is like, if you like drive past the hood, sometimes you may see people sitting on crates outside on the corner or in front of the house. So that would be hood. We have too much time on our hands. Like, you see the foolishness that we talk about sometimes. Okay, same scenario, backyard wedding. You have the ghetto paper plates that the guests are eating off of. It's hood because instead of chairs, you have crates. People are sitting on crates. Now, ratchet would be all of the above, including the flower boy, not the flower girl, the flower boy having on a name brand jean outfit and the bride wearing an ill fitting lace front with a white catsuit with blinged out flip flops that she had decorated by the lady at the local nail boutique. Oh, God. And the bridesmaids have on matching bonnets. This would be ratchet. Now, because this is a ratchet wedding, right? The bride is going to be given away by baby father number 2, who received permission from his probation officer because he's on house arrest, and the groom is his cousin on his mother's side. This is oh my gosh. Byron, Byron, Byron. Now, this is not intended to offend anyone, okay? We don't we don't condone any uncouth behavior, but it is okay to have a little fun every once in a while. So when this question was posed to my sister best friend Byron, Byron is not her real name. Um this is what she came up with when asked again, what is the difference between hood, ratchet, and ghetto? Let me say something though. I noticed that people will say, I grew up in the hood, where I lived is ghetto. People will say, oh, he's ghetto, she's ghetto. I use that word, like, I guess jokingly, but what is ghetto? Like, seriously, this is on a serious note for a few minutes, right? What is ghetto? I just like, ghetto is always associated with a certain demographic. This is what I've come to realize, right? But when other individuals act the same way, they are not deemed ghetto. So is ghetto like a neighborhood can be ghetto, or has it turned? No, let me reverse that. Growing up, when you said, oh, they live in the ghetto, a ghetto was like a place, a type of neighborhood, right? Now it seems like ghetto is your actions, like, oh, they act so ghetto, or that's ghetto. And now hood is where you live, like, in the quote unquote projects. That's the hood, I guess. I don't know. I don't even know. Like it's just this was on my mind, and we went into a deep. We ended up joking around about this. Me and my friend, my sister best friend Byron, we were joking about this, and then we ended up, as we normally do, we ended up getting into a deeper conversation that I'm not even going to get into because I'll be on here for like 2 3 hours. We ended up getting into a more serious, deeper conversation with these labels like ratchet, hood, and ghetto, and it just seems that the older I get, ratchet is cool now. Like everybody wants to be ratchet, you know? And people exhibit these ratchet behaviors or ghetto or hood behaviors. And then I notice when they're called out on it, right, by someone else, they get offended. So, for instance, let's see the city girls, right? The city girls are, what would you consider them? Ghetto ratchets. Ratchet, they got a little money and they wear their little expensive clothes and stuff like that. But the lingo and the song lyrics and the energy of their songs, I guess, could be considered ratchet. I mean, back in my day, it would be considered ghetto, but whatever. But if somebody calls them ratchet or hood rats, they get offended. But that's the type of music that you put out. You put out music to appeal to these people who glorify being ghetto. Now you see, I'm take this is supposed to be lighthearted, and now look, I'm just turning it around, trying to get deep and stuff. But I'm just saying, like when I hear people say, "Oh, that's ghetto," "Oh, that's ratchet," "Oh, that's hood," I oftentimes ask them, "What do you mean by that?" I don't know. I just like to provoke conversation sometimes, right? So when I say that, it's like, "What do you mean? You don't know what ghetto means?" I didn't say I didn't know what ghetto means. I'm asking you what ghetto means. Some people could call me ghetto the way I'm talking right now. Oh my mother would definitely say, "Will you please stop talking like you're street?" She doesn't say ghetto or hood rat. She doesn't say stuff like that. She's like, "Stop talking like you're street." But it's just that I'm relaxed in my diction because I feel like I'm talking to my peoples. Like, we're just having a conversation, like talking to your friends. So you're a little bit more lax in your diction. Like my mother was very she was a stickler for articulation, so she's like, "Look, I spent good money sending you and your brother to college, so you better act like it." But we listen, it's like the best of both worlds for me. I'm street smart, also book smart, educated streetwise, I guess, but not like street. Like I wasn't on the block hustling or anything like that. But I had friends from all walks of life. I had associates from all walks of life. Went to school with people when I went to college from all walks of life. So it's just like you could learn from everybody. And I have friends that are quote unquote ghetto, friends that are associates that are quote unquote ratchet and hood. Like I do. I have family members that are ghetto. They don't think they're ghetto, but they're certainly ghetto. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know. This whole everything is all about ratchet and hood rat. I always found it funny because it's just like at first I thought like you can't be serious. You're just being silly because I'm silly, so I can I guess act like I think it's funny. But as far as taking that lifestyle, that ghetto mentality, I hate it. I'm gonna be honest. The mentality, like the ghetto mentality, I don't like it at all. You're joking around and you're bebopping and you're a little bit more lax when you're out with your friends. I get that. Your song comes on and you're in the club with your girls or your crew and everybody's just having a good time. I guess that could be considered ghetto, ratchet, or hood by some, but the mentality, ghetto mentality, mm-mm. Nah, I can't get with that. Regardless of how I speak sometimes, or how someone speaks, if you have a mentality of a person that's like ghetto, you have the ghetto gutter mentality. Oh no, 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 we can't. I'm good. I'm good. I can't associate with people like that because to me the ghetto mentality is that it's just it's so. I did not want to get this deep. It's just so counterproductive. It's destructive. The ghetto mentality is very destructive. And sometimes when you point that out to people, you know, they get defensive. They want to fight. They always want to fight. Like I don't want to fight. Like let's talk. We could argue a little bit. We could debate. We could laugh. We could crack jokes. But why do we have to fight over a difference of opinion? Like literally physically fight. Mm-mm. I can't do all that. So what is the difference? So like I said, shout out to everybody that is in the chat that said good morning. I appreciate you being here with me today. Happy Friday. If you are subscribed, make sure that your notifications are set to all. Make sure you guys are checking your notifications, like when you're going to, like, for instance, if you go to my page, if you're subscribed, or anybody that you're subscribed to, and you see that the notification bell is like it's clicked, make sure that it says all, because I noticed that some of my subscriptions were turned off. Some of them were it went from all to personalized, and if it's on personalized, you're not going to get every single notification for the people that you're subscribed to. So that's a little bit of a technical tip. So I don't know what's going on with the app with YouTube. Make sure you're updating the app, keeping your apps up to date. But yeah, I upload just about every day. Very seldom do I upload on the weekends. I mean, I will on Sunday, but power is not coming on because of the Super Bowl. So I probably won't be uploading anything. But yeah, this is a new venture, the Morning Boogie. Like I say, I've been saying that in the last couple of lives. So hopefully you guys will get accustomed. I'm still trying to work out the time because I'm trying to be remain conscious of the fact that there are people who are on the West Coast listening. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm Eastern time, and then you have Central time, and then you have Pacific. And then I realized this morning I always make this mistake. I know that Pacific time is 3 hours behind Eastern time, but for some reason I keep thinking that it's 2 hours behind. So yeah, so 9 o'clock my time would be 6 o'clock, like on the West Coast, Cali. Um, yeah, that's about it. So I try not to stay too long on these lives. So far, so good. I'm just liking it. The replay is getting a lot of views, so I don't know if people are not getting their notifications, but the replay is getting views. So hopefully we'll just continue to grow here in the royal family. I appreciate all of you, my royal intellects. You guys are funny, witty, smart. um I can't wait to watch Growing Up Hip Hop and get that review up because we have a good time. I might do that as a live premiere. If you're watching this replay, the live premiere is when I'll do the video, and then it will appear, it's pre-recorded, but it will appear as if it's alive so that we can chat in real time. So I might do that for What the Friday and for Growing Up Hip Hop today. I don't know. Depends on how much time I have. So today's Friday, so I usually do all my errands, chores, running around, and all that other stuff so that on the weekend I can just relax and chill. So let me know if you're going to be watching the Super Bowl. Again, just to recap, Shakira and J-Lo are going to be performing. I'm wondering if they're going to bring out Beyonce. That'll be a treat. Or who, if they're going to bring anyone else out. I am just tuning in for the halftime show. I'm going to keep it real. I don't have any intentions on watching the game. Um, I got to go to the supermarket. Dang. Today is, what is today? Today's the 31st. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, royal family. Tomorrow is the first of the month. Rent due, mortgage payment due. So don't forget. Okay? I always like to, remind my folks. Make sure you follow me on social media. I am on Twitter, not very active as far as posting, but hit me up on Twitter, or hit me up on IG, she_royal_b at Twitter and Instagram. So it's pretty much uniform across the board. So yeah, I plan on being more active on social media. DM me. Uh, is it DM on Twitter? Is that the lingo? I don't know. Tweet me, at me, whatever. Send me information. You want me to discuss a specific topic on the morning show, or do a review if you have a good idea about a TV show. I need some more TV shows to watch. Like, what Netflix shows are good? Like, put me on, guys. Let me know, because some of these shows are coming to an end. Power is about to be over. The spinoff, I thought it was going to start like 48 hours. That's what 50 kept saying. We know he's a huge troll. But Power Book 2 is being reported that it's not going to be starting until like the summer. So it's like, here we go again. We have to wait. So I am about to wrap this up. Okay, not too bad on time, 35, 36 minutes and counting. So, Royal Family, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to hang out with me. This concludes another episode of the Morning Boogie. Make sure if you're watching the replay, you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you get down in the comments, drop a comment before you leave. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure your notifications are on. I can't stress that enough because there are technical difficulties with the YouTube mobile app and it is unsubscribing people. It is taking off notifications. So I will be back. I'm going to get ready to watch Growing Up Hip Hop. Pray for me, y'all. That review will be up today. Also, the WTF show, the What the Friday show, will be up today as well. So I got some good topics to cover for you guys. So, Real Family, this has been real. This has been fun. Ray, thank you so much. Long hair don't care. Thank you so much for commenting and joining the chat. I appreciate y'all. So, one day at a time, we're going to be growing, y'all, and I look forward to seeing where this takes us as a royal family in this year 2020. 2020 started off rough, right? Oh, Jesus. But that's okay. Onward and upward. We got to keep positive vibes always. So, if you're on your way to work, you're dropping the kids off to school, if you're at work listening to me with your headphones plugged in, I hope you have a beautiful, fantastic day on purpose. And I will be back soon. So, until next time, peace.